everyone, Miss Nikisha here from the Long Branch Free Public Library, and today we are celebrating Pride. Yay! So, this is a program geared towards our teens, but anyone is welcome to create this craft with me today. So, we're going to be making rainbow wings. It's a pretty easy craft and it's pretty fun. So, there's two different ways that we can create this craft. You can use construction paper, so I grabbed yellow, green, red, blue, orange, and purple. Those are the colors that I'll be using. But if you don't have construction paper at home, you are more than welcome to use paint if you have that, or you can use duct tape as well. I find that duct tape works really well with cardboard, so that's an option as well. You'll need a pair of scissors or a box cutter, whichever you have, to cut your cardboard. So I have 2 pieces of cardboard. They're about 16 by 12, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but I grabbed 2 pieces because you'll need 1 per wing. So this will be our first wing. So you'll need that. You'll also need your hot glue gun and some glue sticks if you're using the construction paper option. If not, then you won't need that. We also are going to be using liquid glue, and of course I have some extra glue sticks, and I thought that I had some gems, so I figured that I would glue that onto the wings to make them look really pretty. And then to secure your wings on your back, you're going to need something like this. So I had a piece of ribbon left over from I got what did I get? A blanket, and they had this wrapped around it, so of course I saved it thinking I can use it for something, and now I'm actually going to use it today. But you can use an old t-shirt and you can cut it into a strip. This, I would say, it's about 24 inches in length. You want to make it a little bit longer so that when we're ready to attach it to our backs, if it's a little bit longer, we can just cut the extra off, no problem. So you'll need 2 of those. You can use yarn if you have that as an option, or like I said, anything that you can do with that, or a t-shirt. All right, so now, and you'll need a pencil. So now we are ready to get started. So I'm just gonna slide that up out of the way. And we have our cardboard. So we're gonna start with this piece here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make, does not need to be perfect. It's okay if it's a little too big. We can always trim the excess off later. And if they're a little bit too small, then you'll just have cute tiny wings, and that'll be adorable. Or maybe you can give it to someone like a younger sibling, or maybe you can put it on your pet. That would be adorable as well. So what we want to do is, like I said, you're going to just take your pencil. I'm just going to freehand this. We're just going to draw a big oval. Boom, perfect. Now we're going to cut it out. Okay, so I cut out the 2 pieces. Now we're going to need to cover it. So at this point, if you have paint, you can start with red at the top, moving down to orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And you can just do strips, or you can get really creative because these are your wings. You can do whatever you want to it, but as long as you're using those colors, it should look really great. So yes, you can do that. But since I'm going to be using construction paper, I'm going to fold it in half, like so. You want to fold it long ways, like that. And then what we're going to do is we kind of want it to look like, since it's wings, we want it to look like feathers. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to keep it this thick so it can cover most of the cardboard. And then I'm just going to cut it like so that it's round. And then I'm going to do that on the other side as well, just to give it a little bit of, definition. So what I'm going to do is, so you don't have to watch all of it, I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to cut out some more colors, and then we'll go to the next step of gluing the construction paper onto our cardboard. All right, so see you in a second. Okay, welcome back. So I cut out all my pieces, and now I am ready to glue. So I'm just gonna take them off. And I actually tried it with the liquid glue and I didn't like the way it looked, so I'm just going to use the hot glue gun from here on out. So what we're going to do is, like, I had everything placed and I kind of just fanned it all out. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the cardboard and then place it about where I want it to go. If it hangs over the cardboard, that's okay. We can trim off the extra construction paper that goes on this side so that it's nice and even with the cardboard. So that's no problem. All right, so I did 2 of each color per wing. So that gave me a total of, we have 6 colors. And I did 2. 6 times 2 is 12 exactly. And then we have 2 wings, so 12 times 2 is 24. Nice. All right, so let's continue. We're gluing, and making our beautiful wings. So I just also wanted to let you know that every Monday at 4 o'clock I'll be putting out a new video with some fun craft, and then at the end of the video I'll also be posting where you can get more information from the library about books that will show you different things such as sewing or crafting or just reading anything. If you're looking for a new fantasy or science fiction novel, we have Hoopla, which is an online database, and all you need is a library card to access that information. And with Hoopla, normally you'd be allowed only 5 downloads a month, but since all libraries are currently closed, what Hoopla is doing is they're offering unlimited checkouts. So now is the time to go and get those books. And also, not even just books, there's music, there's movies, there's audiobooks, so there is a variety of things that you can get from Hoopla. If you lost your library card or you don't know where it is, go to our website. It is longbranch.org, and you can apply right on our website for a new card, and we'll email you or give you a call with your library card information. So even if you don't have it, that is okay. And if you don't live in town, you're still entitled to a card. It's just $20 for the year. Or if you work in town, you're entitled to a free card as well. All right, so this is coming along. I overestimated. I should have left them there and get them on there, but don't worry, I'll get all the colors on there and it's gonna look great. So now I just have my blue and purple left to do. And we're gonna glue those bad boys on. Let's get that on there. Some glue. And also, just a reminder that we will be doing summer reading this year as well. Summer reading will begin July 6th and end on August 28th. So you wanna just keep an eye out, look us up on our website. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter, and not Twitter, TikTok. So look us up. We have a lot of cool and interesting things on there that you'll want to find out. We also did the Don't Rush challenge, which was pretty good. I think we did a really good job with that. I don't know, that's just me. But check us out. And yeah, we'll be doing a lot more fun TikTok videos as well. All right, so this is the last one for this. So what I'm going to do is, for my second wing, we'll do this. So I'm going to glue on the gemstones that I was showing you before. I have a rectangular, I have square ones, I have oval ones, and I have hearts as well. And I got these all from the craft store. I think Michael's is where I got them. Oh, yes, Michael's. And I've also seen them at the dollar store as well. So if you don't have any, you come right out and pick some up. And what's also good too, if you're a glitter person, you could put some of this glue on and then sprinkle a little bit of glitter if you want some glitter on your wings. So we're just gonna grab a few of these. I'm gonna use a hot glue gun because these are pretty big. They won't stay on with the regular glue. And we're just gonna place them like so. So I don't know if you can see. So it looks like that. And then I'm just gonna put a few on there, not too many. Like that. And also I wanted to let you guys know on Fridays at 5:30 we have a Smash Brothers competition, and that is right on our website, the information. So if you'd like to join, you can, or if you just want to watch, that's also an option too. And you have any questions, you can always email us at longbranchfreepubliclibrary@gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 732-222-3900. Right now there's no one to answer, but if you leave a message, we will get right back to you. All right, so I'm going to pause the video now and do the other wing, and then we'll come back and I'm going to show you what we're going to do to attach the wings so we can wear them. Okay, so I have finished both of my wings. Oh, they're very large fans. I also cut the extra paper, construction paper on this side, so like I said, it's clean and flush. So we have our two. So hopefully you have one more piece of cardboard, which I do. This one bends like this. I'm just gonna take this top portion here. So I'm gonna take my scissors or whatever you have, box cutter, and we're just going to so we cut this piece. So what we're going to be doing is this is going to be going on the back of your wing. So it's going to look like a little something like that. Okay. So now the next step we have to do is we have to create holes in our rings and this cardboard here so that we can get that later, so that we can attach our string. One way that you can do this, if you don't have that extra piece of cardboard, if you have your string, you can place one hole here at the top and then one hole here down here. You can feed the top string through here, feed the bottom string through, and then you'll have like a little strap that way, but it's not super comfortable that way, and sometimes it falls off. All right, so here we go. So I've got my box cutter to create the holes. Now please be very, very careful with your box cutter. If you're not comfortable using it, grab an adult. They'll be more than willing to help you. So for this, we just want to line up the holes that we're going to be creating for this on our, so you want to do it, let me just get in here a little bit. So you want to do it here, but you don't want to do it as so close to the edge that you cause it to rip and then you can't use the hole. So you want to go in about 1 inch And then very carefully, you're just going to push it through. So depending on how thick your cardboard is, this might be difficult, it might be easy, but you definitely want to be careful. So I've created a little slit there. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger so it's easier to feed my string through, because it's kind of thick and I don't want to be struggling. And then, since I've already made that hole in my wing, I'm just going to push it through the cardboard again. I'm just going to place this other cardboard that I got underneath just to mark it. So I found the spot and I marked it right there, and I'm just going to use my box cutter to go all the way through. So we're going to do that and go all the way through. So now we're going to need, and so normally I would have my cutting board underneath here with my cardboard, but I don't have it because I don't want to scratch the table. So I'm just kind of holding it in the air. It's not the safest thing to do. So if you have some styrofoam or maybe another cardboard, place that down and cut. I actually do have another cardboard, so I will do that so that we can be safe. All right, so let's finish cutting those holes. So we did one for this one, and then we just have to do another one closer to the bottom here of this cardboard. So we just want to make sure that that's all lined up. And it is. And something there. Through. Okay, and now I have to do the other wing. So same thing at the top, about 1 inch in, we're going to take our box cutter or scissors or whatever it is that you have, and we're just going to go down. And then the same thing on the other side. And then we just want to make sure that it all went through to the other side. It did not. So we'll have to go down a little bit deeper, make sure it went through. And beautiful. And like I said, we have these tiny slits. I don't know if you can see that. Those tiny slits, we want to make it a little bit bigger so that the string can go through. So we're just going to make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't have to be huge. So like that. So that'll be easier to feed our ribbon or yarn, old t-shirt, whatever you decide to use. It'll be easier to work it through. And this part doesn't have to be nice and neat. It doesn't have to really look that great because no one's going to see it. But when we're done, we could also cover it again. If you're using paint, you can cover it with paint. If you're using duct tape, that works too. And then even if I wanted to, I could cover it with construction paper as well. So that would be another option. You know, because you want it all to look really nice. You want to wear your wings with pride. See what I did there, huh? He's like, oh, Miss Nikisha, be quiet. You're so silly. I know. All right. Okay, so we have our 4 holes. And I just want to make sure I'm lining them up correctly. Okay. Beautiful, perfect. And then what you want to do is those little holes that I created in your extra piece of cardboard, you can do the same thing on the wings as well. So we're just going to do a little square or a little rectangle to get rid of the extra cardboard. And you just want to be nice and careful. We want to watch our fingers. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can always ask for help from an adult who is comfortable with using a box cutter. Or if you're a little bit comfortable using scissors, that's fine too. Like I said, it's whatever you have at home. So that is what your hole is going to look like. All right. So now we just have to do that 3 more times. So just 3 more times. I'm so excited. It's such a beautiful day today that after this, I think I'm gonna try to get outside today before the sun sets. Because it's very important to get outside, get those sun rays, make sure you're wearing sunblock because you don't want to get sunburned. That's a terrible, terrible thing. I got a sunburn once and that was enough for me. So enough of me blabbing. Let's get to the finish cutting. We are almost there. These look really good. And also, if you would like, you can post your project online. I would love to see it and just tag the library in it. So we are Long Branch Public Library on Instagram, and then we also have our children's account, which is LBPL Kids. So you can find us there. You can that's our Instagram handle, or you can tag us on Facebook or whatever platform you're on. Just tag us. Let us see those pictures. All right, one more to go, and then we're gonna be rocking these wings. We are almost done. I should be playing some music, right? Jamming out. Okay. And I think I'm done. Bada boom. Done. Okay, so we're gonna put our blade away. Okay, so let me just move some of this stuff out of my way. Oh, nope, I need that. Move that, move that. Let's just clean up a little bit. We're gonna push that out. Okay, so now it is the fun part. We get to attach the string to our wings. Okay, so we're gonna start with our first side. Let me just double check the measurements on that. Yep, so that's perfect. So we're gonna take my string, and I don't want the knot to be in the front, I want it to be in the back. So I want to see this string in the front like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold it so that it fits through the hole, and we're just going to feed it through. Like so. We're gonna feed it through the front, and then pull. See, and that's why I suggested making the hole a little bit bigger so that we could feed it through. So we fed it through the top. Now we have to do the same to the bottom. So we're gonna and look at that. So it should look like that. Now what we're going to do is the holes that we created on this portion, before you do this, if you want to decorate this and color it, you can, but I'm okay with it being like this. If I change my mind, I can go back and maybe just cover this side, but now would be the easiest time to do it. Okay, so let's feed that through the top. And I hope you didn't put your glue gun away because we're still going to need that because we want to reinforce the two cardboards together because this isn't going to be enough to hold it. But I just wanted to, so I'm going to show you. Take that, our hole is there, fold it in half, feed it through, undo. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lot of glue here on this corner and some glue here. So just a lot, because we want it to really stay. So we're gonna flip it over and connect, but also make sure you pull your string all the way through. Okay. And then I'm just going to hold it for just a second while it dries. All right, so that's one wing down. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so we're going to grab our string again, and we're going to do the same exact thing on this side as well. I'm going to feed it through the top. Feed it through the bottom. And then we're going to feed this top one through the top hole and then the bottom string through the bottom hole. And through the second hole. There we go. And then like I said again, we're going to just apply a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here, and then we're just going to hold it for a few seconds while it dries. So I'm just going to turn it so I can see what I'm doing. So just like I said, a lot of glue. We want to make sure it stays. We don't want this breaking on us. And then the same thing here. And then before you push it all the way down, pull your strings through and then just hold it while it dries. All right. Look at those wings, they're looking good. All right, so I'm gonna undo that and pull it apart. So now, just let those dry for a little bit. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to test out my wings. I'm just going to move this way. So you might need help at this part, but I'm going to try to do it on my own first. So I'm just going to tie these in a very loose knot so that I can undo it while I have it on and then fix it if it's too small or if it's too big. So like I said, just tie it once and then tie it again, very loose. Like that. All right, so I'm going to try it on and we'll see. If I can get it on, how it looks. I think that one may have been a little too tight. Oh, no, not too bad. All right, so this is what you'll see, but of course you can always add more paper, construction paper, more paint or whatever, but this is what the world will see. Your beautiful, beautiful wings, right? This turned out really nice. And like I mentioned before, you can always cover that middle section to with a little bit of color to see if that's what you like. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my Pride-inspired wings. If you want to find out more information about the library, even more than what I was talking about today, because we offer a lot, you can find that in the description box below. And like I said, see you next Monday. Bye everyone. Have a good one.